Everybody, thanks for listening to the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer. I just want to give you guys a little bit of insight about me, what makes me tick, what really gets me going, and what pulls my jets when need be. I love professional wrestling. I wrestled for 17 years, and also I'm a huge Steelers fan, and I've collected comic books all my life. I'm going to talk about the stuff that I want to talk about. True experiences that are entertaining, and we recant them stories to you, the masses out there in podcast land. Join me on this crazy journey called the Triple B Experience.
Hi, everybody. This is Bad Bubba Brewer, and you're listening to the Triple B Experience. We haven't had an episode for approximately maybe over a month. There's been a lot of situations that's been going on in the world, as we all know. Everybody's been quarantined. Some people have to be essentials to actually be essential workers to go to work. I am one of them. I don't think I'm an essential worker. I think I'm an exceptionally essential individual, I believe. So it's been a while since we did the Triple B Experience. I also been doing the Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast, where myself, Todd DeFazio, and Maverick Gary DeBar, Mav, the real McCoy, super producer, we've been doing, we had a WrestleMania show via video because I had to stay in Indiana. Those guys live in Pittsburgh. So we did two shows via video conferencing, which I've never done before. So I actually got a tripod, ladies and gentlemen, to hook my phone up so I don't have to hold my phone for 2.5 hours, and then be gimped up and crippled up, and I can't move my hand because I had my phone. But that's irrelevant to the point and to the situation. But now I got a tripod. So we are doing that. I don't know when our next show will be for that. But also, we're going to get this show out. It's going to be, I believe it's the 22nd episode of the Triple B Experience. I've been doing this for a while, and I thank everybody for liking and sharing and supporting me through this lovely journey called podcasting. So, okay, guys, where do I begin, and what do we talk about that everybody doesn't already know? And everything in the last 5-6 weeks has been shut the fuck down. No sports whatsoever, except for this one sport that has no fans, and it's professional wrestling. WWE and All Elite are running shows without the fans, and it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. WrestleMania was something that I'll never forget because me and Tammy, it was a 2-day event. We watched it, and it was something that I felt so bad for Drew McIntyre and all the independent shows that had to be canceled and rescheduled. My heart goes out to all you guys. Hopefully we can get back in track here and go and watch a lot of independent wrestling shows again. And I always enjoy going out and watching wrestling. The guys up and coming. There's some guys out there that are great talents. And it's in your best interest, if you're wrestling fans, to actually go out and see these guys wherever they're at. So anyway, I had to get quarantined. Thank God I got my downstairs done. I don't know where the hell I would be. I would be living down by the river out back probably and hooking a hose up to take a shower. I have no clue. But I'm glad I got the downstairs done. I've been working on it, getting some more pictures up and some more stuff up. I got 2 bar stools, but don't you know what? I don't have the one screw, and I don't feel like going to Lowe's for one screw to go in there now because, due to a lot of businesses closing through Governor Wolf, because I live in a great, lovely state of Pennsylvania, it's not essential to go to Lowe's for me to go find a screw now because, prior to this, you could go anywhere and do anything, and now you have to watch what you do. Right now, we're wearing masks, ladies and gentlemen. I got some masks done by Judy Holiday. Great lady. She sewed me two for me and two for Tammy. I posted it on Facebook. She did a great job because you need masks now to get out into the community due to the decree from Governor Wolf. So I do my best and try to put a mask on. Hopefully, I'm not robbing a bank and get accused of being a big guy in a mask or something like that. So yeah, no sports. I know this week will be the draft coming. Pittsburgh does not have anything, and we'll talk about that a little later on. But TV shows and movies, no movies, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot go to a movie. Cannot go to the gym, which is so huge for me. So huge for me. It's terrible. Like, it's just god awful. I was working out down at my sister's place, working out with my nephew Vinnie Mac, who, God bless him, is working out since school's done. He's working out 2 times a day. And I was working out with him, but I didn't want to get him sick just in case. And that's a hard thing to do. They're all doing good. I went out to visit my mom and dad. Social distancing. Everybody's got to be like 6 feet now. So we got to do that. When I go to work, there's hardly anybody on the road. I have been to Sheetz a couple times, and it's like the first time that this all started. I worked at night, and I got off work at 11 o'clock, and it looked like a fucking ghost town, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I went through and passed five Sheetzes that night. And I saw a total of maybe 6 cars. It was something that I've never seen ever. And I drove through Philadelphia Street, which is in Indiana. Philadelphia Street on Main Street, there was nobody. Now, usually on Main Street, you have some cars and you have all that stuff. But, you know what I mean? It was just something to see. So you gotta wash your hands, ladies and gentlemen. I use hand sanitizer. Cammy made me some hand sanitizer. I got hand sanitizer in my car. I wash my hands about 30 to 40 to 60 times a day. I make sure I wear the mask when I have to go grocery shopping. We have done some curbside service. I also got some I did some stuff for small business. But my thing is I try, but I am not a big, I like to eat. I like to go in and eat at places. That's a big thing that has suffered tremendously for me, which actually sucks. But I went to PB&J's over the hill, and Phil Bender made an extraordinary Easter dinner, smoked ham. It was great. I had to wear my mask and gloves, and we had to do everything, and social distance and stuff like that. But, so I'm trying to do my part. I'm doing my part to, I'm downstairs, quarantined for now due to the situation of my work and the situation of either half. I don't want to get anybody sick. I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to be sensible. And that's just how it is. And I'm watching some TV. I'm still watching TV. It is what it is. There's not much out, and I'm going to talk about what I'm watching later on in a segment of the Triple B Experience. But I just wanted to open up and just start with a little bit of what's going on and trying to, get the feel of the podcast, because I haven't done my show in a while due to situations. Because I've been working a lot to the grindstone and just working. And then just trying to live and maintain, as stress-free as I can. So that, and everybody's in the same boat. Like, I've seen some people, entertain, musically, I've seen friends of mine who got on and have musical talents. They perform and stuff like that. I've seen people sing. I've seen stand up. Pod DeFazio did a quarantine comedy show where they had a thing in Pittsburgh in a studio where they come in and did some skits, some guys in Pittsburgh, the comedians and stuff. I always wanted to do stand up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I could. I'd probably swear a lot because I'd be nervous. But I always wanted to do that. And maybe one of these days I will do it, because I've done everything I possibly ever wanted to do. And so I could give that a try. But also, too, during this podcast, I made a Facebook Live momentarily before this recording this show. I'm coming up with a trivia question in this show. Don't know when, but it'll be during this show, where the winners will email me or send me a Facebook message of the right answer, and I will put it in a hat, and a winner will be drawn, and they will get to drink beer and eat wings with yours truly after this situation is over, and bars and small businesses can open up and people can sit down at a table and actually socialize again without using 2 Dixie cups and some fucking string. So that, I'm going to come up with a cool question, a trivia question, and we'll see. You got to listen to the show, people. That's the key, is listening to my show, because I don't do this with a script. I just sit in my studio and talk about intangibles and stories and stuff that comes off the top of my head, and I try to be as entertaining as I can be. So there's going to be a question, the trivia question, and you're going to have to pay attention, and you're going to, you can give me an email at badbubba77@gmail.com. You can send me the answer, or you can send it through Facebook. If you're on my Facebook, you can message me and say, hey, Bubba, this is the answer, and I'll write it down, and then I'll put it in a hat, and then we'll have the drawing, and then once this is all done, then we'll go out. My treat. This will be my treat, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we're going to do other stuff, too. Maybe go to an independent show. Maybe I can get you a ticket to an independent show, and we can sit and you can hang out and we can critique a show and hang out and, or go, maybe go to a movie. You know what I mean? We could go to a movie, my treat. We can go to a movie, like different stuff. And then also, maybe go to training camp. So those options that we have to do for this contest that I'm going to try to do here on the Triple B Experience. Also, I got some great wear as I'm doing this podcast right now. I have my Triple B Experience hat, and you can get the hat on Idiot Radio stores. You can get all the merchandise that every podcast that I do, the Triple B Experience and the Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast. There's tons of shirts. There's some hats. There's hoodies. There's Idiot Radio merchandise there on the stuff, and you will get it in between 2 to 3 days. I bought 2 shirts the other day, and I got them quickly. I got a little bigger 4X because since I've been stress eating, ladies and gentlemen, during this quarantine and this coronavirus 2020, I'm not where I want to be, and I don't think anybody is. And I'm trying to persevere, and I'm just, I'm fucking up eating ice cream, and now my vice is chips. I don't understand it. Like I watch TV. I eat potato chips or pork rinds and root beer. Like it's ridiculous, totally ridiculous. But like I said, I appreciate all the support and everything I do. Listening to these podcasts and jumping on my Facebook Live. So this is episode 22, and you guys are listening to the Triple B Experience.
The Triple B Experience.
We'll return after these messages.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer. So let's get back into the situation and what I'm going to be talking about a little bit here on this little road here, little journey. I also was a guest on a Steeler podcast run by my buddy Jim Tiger, and I actually was on the show last year, but I actually was the first guest of this year's show. So I did a show, and it's called the Steelers Realm Podcast. If you guys want to listen to it, I always share it on my Facebook. These guys are huge Steeler fans, and it's always a pleasure for me to be on that show or any other show that people ask me to sit in and be a guest, and I am honored for that. So, but I also want to say is that the Steelers will be drafting not a first round pick this year because the draft will be out this week. It will be Friday. And the Pittsburgh will actually have let me get this right here so I make sure I'm doing it right because I actually had to look on my phone. We are going to have the 49th pick in round 2. And round 3, we get 102. Round 4 is 124. Round 4 is 135. Round 6 is 198. And we do have round 7. I don't have that number offhand, but hopefully that will be the draft numbers that we have, unless we make some trades that I don't know. I know the Savior is throwing a little bit, and right now, due to the coronavirus, they don't have anything. They're just probably doing a lot of video stuff. And actually, this draft will be done video, never been done before. So we shall see. As Steeler fans, hopefully, I think we're going to get a running back unless we make a trade. There's been speculation that the Jacksonville Jaguars running back is looking to get traded, but I don't think the Steelers have they don't have enough money to sign him. But you never know if they trade their 4th round pick. Leonard Fournette could be a Steeler. I don't know. But that will happen. Steelers will be drafting. It will be Friday night. And this will be something that's never been done before, the teleconferencing and video stuff and Zoom through the NFL draft. So, and we don't have a first round pick, so it is what it is. I expect us to be competitive. I just heard today that, and God, this fucking blows, that Gronkowski got traded from New England Patriots to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because Tom Brady went to from New England went to Tampa Bay. So Gronk, since he was the 24/7 heavyweight champion, now he's going to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and it's just crazy. It's so crazy. And the Gronk is a hell of a tight end, but he's been out of football for a year. As long as he's not in the AFC, I don't care. We're going to have to deal with a lot of people in the AFC anyway, and hopefully Ben can be healthy enough and make it to be the comeback player of 2020, which I know and believe he will be, because I am pro Ben all day long. Even if Sarah Fritz is standing beside me, it's Ben Roethlisberger and Star Wars, and she doesn't like either. But I always say it. So, but anyway, I'm going to tell you guys this story. About when I was in college, because it was about experiences. This individual was bowling at Mohawk Lanes, okay? And my trivia question for the Beer and Wings is going to be this. Who was bowling in Mohawk's Lanes in 1992 that Bubba was talking about that actually shook his hand? I shook his hand at Mohawk Lanes parking lot in 1992. That's right. And the answer is, I just got his autograph the other day and put it on my wall, ladies and gentlemen. I've always been a huge, huge fan of this guy. And this guy also was a Pittsburgh Steeler, and he also was a Chicago Bears. He was tremendous talent, but he also has a lot of concussions. And Todd DeFazio, my producer and host for the Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast Show, actually did a show with him. And this man is number 33 of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Merrill Hodge. And the reason why I met Hodge, that I found out he was at Mohawk Lanes bowling because he was doing a charity thing, and I was in college, and I was drinking and whatever. You know how those go. But I got on the phone, and I pretended that I was Bobby Brister. And Bobby Brister, former quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, was from Louisiana. And I don't think my Louisiana accent and impersonation of Brister was good, but it was good enough to get Merrill Hodge on the phone. And he's like, yeah, if you guys come over here and you can get here quick because I'm going to take off. He goes, you know, I'll meet you guys. I have an autograph. I'll give you an autograph. I'm like, oh, man, that's cool. Because I got on the phone. I'm like, hey, Merrill. Hey, Merrill, this is Bobby. Hey, I'm going to be up in Mohawk Lanes. And yeah, I wasn't very good. And I'll be over. Just wait up for me. And maybe we'll have a couple cold ones or something like that. Yeah. But he knew I was fucking with him probably. But he still got on the phone and I talked to him. Now, me and Brian Lamort, my buddy Morty, we got in his Mustang and we flew because we lived on Clymer Avenue. It was a hell house during college. And those stories are crazy. And I'm never telling those stories on a podcast. But we flew over there to Mohawks. Before he got into the car, he had one autograph left. And fucking Morty got the autograph. And I got to shake Merrill Hodge's hands, which for me, that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? I'm like, big fan, you know, and he was cool. So that's my trivia question on who did I shake their hands in Mohawk's parking lot in 1992? And the answer was the Pittsburgh Steelers running back, Merrill Hodge. See, I'm going to come up with some questions where you people have to listen to the show so you can get the answers. But what we're going to do is we're going to take all the answers that I get, okay, and we're going to put it in a hat. And then we're going to pull a winner out. And then once this coronavirus stuff and Governor Wolf lets people live again and do whatever, I know, you know, it is what it is, you're going to have wings and beer on yours truly. And I think it's going to be cool. We get to hang out and shoot the shit. Could be somebody I know. Could, you know, I mean, I know everybody, but you know what I mean? It could be someone, it could be a coworker, could be one of my boys, could be anybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to do that. The answer is Merrill Hodge. And I want to see who's listening to my podcast. So, and I'll buy more than a couple beers. One order of wings. I don't need any more. I just want one order for myself because I haven't had wings and I want to sit down and eat. So I just want to sit down and eat. That's all I want to do. Sit down and eat. Okay? So we'll just wait till the coronavirus. I will I'll give it a couple weeks and we'll have a final date for all the answers, people to turn in the answers, and then we'll do that way. So we'll just and then I will have a winner and I will do it on Facebook Live. We'll do it. My assistant, my hot assistant, Tammy will, you know, my Vanna White, and then she way smarter than Vanna, and she can pull out the winner, and I can announce it on a Facebook Live, and then once we get everything situated, we can go for wings and beer. The answer again is Merrill Hodge. Merrill Hodge. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it was, you know, can't wait for the Steelers to draft. No sports besides pro wrestling with no fans, TV, no movies. Everything's getting delayed and set back. And going from that way, I'm looking to get some landscaping done, and I got somebody to do it. Logan Hoball is on my Facebook, and Logan's actually mowing my grass too, and he's going to do the landscaping, and we're going to have an entrance walkway to the back to get in the Triple B Bar and Grill, and that'll be awesome. We're going to do we're going to make it look nice. He's going to do a good job, and both of us are pretty happy because I like to have a little get together with the family and some friends, and the Brew Crew from work. They're getting excited they want to party hardy. And I guarantee, no offense, ladies and gentlemen, they've never seen me party hardy. And I don't think anybody can hang with me if I truly want to be in a situation where I want to party hardy. Because when I take the Bob Marley hat out of the closet, it's like Excalibur. And I put that hat on my head and I look like a rock and roll star and I start drinking, I will. The one time I did that, one time at a party at the Red Goose, I said I was going to see Jesus. And I still drank. And I drank that whole weekend. And I can drink when I want to. And I can be a responsible drinker, though. Just let you, I'm putting it out there. I'm a responsible drinker. So like I said, I also got we got shirts and hats on idiotradio.com. And you could go there and you could order the Triple B Experience shirts, the Triple B Experience hats, the Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast shirts, the Quarantine In Your House Quarantine shirt, which I got this week. I got 2 shirts. They're awesome. I'm going to wear them out when I go. I wore my Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast shirt when I was the commissioner at Imagine Wrestling. Great time I had at Imagine Wrestling to be the commissioner, and I watched Spencer Slade, and he got cheated, and I made the fair decision and restarted the match, and Spencer Slade reclaimed his heavyweight title at Imagine Wrestling, and I believe that kid's going to go far. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and there's a lot of good talent in that locker room. And me and Todd and Gary still want to do shows at independent shows with the Triple B Double D Heavyweight Podcast. So independent wrestling companies, hey, book us. We'll come. We'll be entertaining. We'll interview your guys. We'll put you over like Rover. That's what I'm saying, people. So that's what I mean. Merrill Hodge, once again, was a trivia answer. So sit back. We got one more segment to go on the Triple B Experience. So get ready, people. I appreciate you guys for listening. Just hit like, hit share, get all the social media devices, iHeartRadio, iTunes, idiotradio.net, YouTube, idiotradio.com, people, and YouTube. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to get on the social media platform to actually listen to my show and all the other shows I'm on through Idiot Radio. Okay, I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer, and you're listening to the Triple B Experience.
The Triple B Experience.
We'll return after these messages.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
Welcome back to the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer, and as I look back at my phone, this is episode 21. 21 episodes of the Triple B Experience out there, ladies and gentlemen. You can listen to all the social media devices, idiotradio.com. You can listen to from the very first one. I usually do it SoundCloud. I see, because I can see SoundCloud, I can see the how many people are listening. I've actually hit over 100 in SoundCloud. I've actually had these shows on YouTube, on my TV, downstairs at the bar, upstairs in the living room, in my studio, so there's a lot of stuff. And right now, during this lovely coronavirus, you guys can sit back and be enjoyed through my personal experiences and me going off on stuff and what I like on all these episodes. Just listen. Give me some feedback. I just love people supporting me, and I'm just trying to be entertaining because you never know where this journey is going to lead. Because the wrestling podcast, the Triple B and Double D Heavyweight Podcast, we've had over 12,000 hits on the one show, and that show is phenomenal. The three of us are intertwined. We are very entertaining. And we know our wrestling, and that's what it's all about, to be entertaining and also knowledgeable. It's a huge thing. So, okay, well, you know what? Since we can't since I can't go to the fucking movies, I can't go to the video store. I don't go to a fucking Redbox. But I did find that on my Roku, I could actually watch HBO. So me and Tammy are finishing watching the season 5 of Ballers with The Rock, because The Rock's way better than John Cena in acting, hands down. Dwayne is way better. He's more personable. That's just my opinion. And he could kick Vin Diesel's ass in a heartbeat. So that's my situation on that. But we were watching that. We also started watching, due to a couple other people, I think, well, the Shellhammers and Booth and Amanda, they've been watching Peaky Blinders, and they were talking all this stuff before the coronavirus about Peaky Blinders, and I had no clue what the fuck they were talking about. So me and Tammy started to watch that, and Tammy enjoys that show. She likes it more than me, but I still watch it. But we haven't watched it in a while due to I quarantined myself downstairs due to my work, and I didn't want to get her sick. And we're slowly starting to be a little better at that, and that's good because she's awesome. I know she can hear me in the house because, from what I've been told, I have the biggest mouth ever, and actually her daughter hears me too. And yeah, so, and I'm just talking. So I'm in the studio talking, but actually we started watching that. And I also watch Better Call Saul, and I haven't seen the season-ending episode, but I want to tell you people, if you're looking for something to watch, because I'm a huge Breaking Bad guy. I think the Breaking Bad show was the most well-written show I've ever seen in my life. It hooked me. Better Call Saul hooked me too. Like, Upton Kirk is phenomenal. Like, that acting, it's just... it's good. I can't rave about it enough. I believe it's got this season ending, and then it's got one more season, I think, and then they're going to twine it over right into Breaking Bad. I don't know if we'll ever see Walter White in Better Call Saul. So I'm not sure. But I've been watching that and trying to get some stuff. I've been watching Dark Side of Wrestling. I know we're going to talk about it on the Triple B Double D Heavyweight podcast, but for all you wrestling fans or fans of something to watch about, to see the true brutality and tragic stories of what happens in the squared circle is it's unphantom and unboggled. It's just, the Chris Benoit story is fucking, it'll rip you. It'll rip you, people. But I've been watching those. We're going to talk about it on a Triple B Experience, the Double D Heavyweight podcast. And sorry, I try to talk fast, but I try to get everything out without a script. I don't have a script. I know the Triple B Heavyweight, the Triple B and Double D Heavyweight podcast, we have a run sheet. I have no run sheet with the Triple B Experience. I do everything off the top of my head. I wish I did. And I just talk about stuff I want to talk about because I have like a whole bunch of stuff up here and then it comes out my mouth. So that's what we do. And like I said, the trivia question was, who did I talk to in 1992 at Mohawk Lanes? And that was Merle Hodge. Just throwing it in there. I already did that in the last segment, but I want to make sure people listening because, you know what I mean? They're not going to get it in the first minute of my show. It's just not, it doesn't work that way. I'm not Howard Stern. I can't, I can't keep them, I can't throw it out there in the first minute and then, nobody comes, but my ratings are huge. It doesn't work that way. So, but yeah, that's what I've been watching. I haven't watched any movies. That's all I've been doing. Working on the downstairs, putting up more. I've been doing a lot of eBay stuff, guys. I've been ordering a lot of comic books, trying to win comic books on eBay, trying to fill my missing collection. Ordering Fatheads. I try to get Pittsburgh Legends, and I can't believe it, but you can't really get a lot of pirate stuff. Like, I just can't. There's no good fucking pirate Fatheads. McCutcheon. There's nobody that's playing right now that, okay, Josh Bell, but in 2 to 3 years, you figured Roberto Clemente or Willie Stargell. not one is a fathead, which would be great. Like a fathead company should have Roberto Clemente or Willie Stargell as a pirate, and they would fucking sell because every pirate fan would have one of those two or both of them in their house. I know I would. So, and also I watched Game 7 of the Pirates versus the Baltimore Orioles, and I tell you what, that was an awesome game. I never seen that in my entire life. Now, my grandfather gave me a program. I have a program of that World Series, and I need to put it in a frame, but magazine frames are very, very costly. They're not cheap. They're like $20-some a pop, and I have that. So a couple Sports Illustrated magazines. I have a Phil Garner getting run into. You know, they made the cover of Sports Illustrated. That's going to go up on the wall. I got the World Series program, and then I got some Steeler programs and some Steeler World Champion Super Bowl stuff. And I also have some professional wrestling magazines that I kept. I sold my other stuff, and I kept. I'm going to put them up. So, I mean, most of the stuff on my wall downstairs, there's not much wall space left. I got some cool fatheads. I got the first issue of the Incredible Hulk. Tammy bought it for me. It's on the wall when I come down, and I got Amazing Fantasy 15, which was the first appearance of Spider-Man. So I got them across from each other. I got a Ben Roethlisberger and a Bradshaw fathead. So I'm just trying to. I just got a Hulk Hogan 8x10, and I got the Merrill Hodge, and I got Willie Stargell, Roberto, and Clemente, and I got Bill Mazeroski's home run against the Yankees in 1960, and I got Mario Lemieux. I want a few more stuff to put up. I got some Steeler, the fatheads I got that are coming are Heinz Field and PNC Park. They're going right behind my stadium chairs. So I'm trying to make it cool. And I got 2 chairs, like I said before. I got to put them together, and I'm fucking missing a screw. So, I mean, in a nutshell, that's what I've been doing since this lovely coronavirus. I've been doing eBay. I've been trying to work out, which has been slacking so tremendously because I'm stress eating or I'm hungry or I've been working all the time, and then I eat late. So it's my fault by my own hand, and I need to get back into it. I do lift a little bit at the gym, and I have some weights in the gym at work, mind you. It's about a 2x2 fucking box. It's not real big. And then I got some weights outside on the porch that I mess around with, and I try to go take a walk around IUP track and stuff. And I need to go buy some tennis shoes, but there's nothing open right now. So I'll just deal with it and keep dealing with it. Try to stay positive and focused, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't pay to bitch because sometimes I just go off the handle because people fucking let's put it this way. I can't handle fucking lazy people. Okay. And if I'm lazy, that's because I got all my goddamn work done. You know what I mean? And then I go and downstairs and watch TV. I can't handle fucking telling somebody, 800 times to do something and they don't do it. Now that pretty much irritates me, but I got to realize that not everybody is me, or not everybody is, some people just do it just to piss you off. So I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm not going to let people get me down during this time. I've been trying to keep a positive and motivated and stuff, but yeah, I had a little stressful kind of couple days during all this. I'm not going to deny it. I have no reason to lie about anything I do. But I just try to persevere, and that's all we can do. And just go, and hopefully this situation is done and everything opens up, because I feel bad for all the small businesses across the United States. And I wish everybody to be safe and happy during this situation. Wash your hands, social distance, do all that stuff. I'm very proactive. I try to do the best I can because I can't take it. I don't want to bring nothing home to my family, and I just don't want to. So I try to be smart. It's got nothing to do with I'm just being smart, people. So, and I like to put out some more of these shows, try to be more entertaining. I would love to go karaoke when this is out too. So I'm going to tell Tam, because I want to go take her out and dance, because I'm a hell of a dancer. That's right. I'm a hell of a dancer, and I can sing karaoke. So I like to do that, and I like to take my girlfriend out on a date because our dates are a bit on the back porch or downstairs watching TV. And we're okay with that because, we're okay with that. But I want to go out, and besides working all the time, I've been working. We all were. Everybody down there where I'm at, God bless them, that line staff, we're line staff just working, people that are just, working many hours and doing what they got to do to put fucking bread on their table. So, but, I got a Triple B Double D Heavyweight podcast show coming here real soon. The guys, we'll get the band back together. I know Todd's going to be doing a show for local small businesses on Wednesday, the 22nd of April. I'm going to call in on that. I don't know if this show won't be out. It'll be out after that, but I wanted to give Todd. Todd's been busting his ass doing stuff, and Todd's great, man. Todd, the man does a lot of stuff for his radio station, and he's done a lot for me. So, and then the three of us, me, him, and Gary, woo. So we got merchandise. I bought the fabulous 3 birds. There's 3 of us on a shirt. I got it. I got a little extra bigger because I've gained a little bit of weight, I think. Tammy says I look good, and God bless her. But I need to work on it. I need to go hit a gym. I'd love to hit. I will never miss a fucking day in a gym ever again after this fucking coronavirus. I'll never do it. So I'm ready. Hello, fitness. Say hello. I'm coming. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Triple B Experience. It's been my honor, and I appreciate it if you go back in time to get the archives. Go to idiotradio.com, shop, buy some Triple B Experience merchandise, and buy any type of merchandise that's on that site. You will enjoy it. It is good stuff. I'm wearing a hat as we speak. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer, telling you guys all to be safe. And whoever wins, we're going to be drinking beer and eating wings. So everybody, take care. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Bye.